Hi everybody, Kent from Oz here. Thanks for watching this video, and this is my November 2016 update on my Filofax Pocket Malden pocket size journal diary that I have D-ring. Now there's plenty of videos on that, so if you just go back through my channel you'll see that. So what I want to talk about is really getting ready for 2017. Now December is just around the corner for me, and I've got about 4 weeks left, so I want to talk about what I've got and then also where I want to go for 2017. Now, taking the rings out and using Moleskine notebooks, which is what I've got here. No bands, of course, with my daily carry. I have a 18-month diary which has got a week on one page with notes on the other side, and a notebook, and this other small one which I'll talk about in a second. So this has worked for me, and I really love the fact that I can see my whole week in one page. So this is the end of the last week of the year, so I've got a little bit of things already down, but as you can see, I've got the week on one page there, and then of course notes there. And yes, I do washi the top of the page. It just breaks up the page to make it more interesting. What I've actually started doing at the end of the couple of weeks ago was to experiment with creating more space for my weekend. So in fact what I did was I created my Saturday very similar to the rest of the week, and then created a Sunday across here, because my weekends are as busy as my weekdays. And so this utilized page part at the top, which doesn't really get used, I just washed it up the top there. So I trialed that. It seems to work at the moment, but the beauty of what I use at the moment, and I'll just flick back very briefly, is that I have my weekly list of things to do, my schedule on this side, and I can see and tick things off, and I highlight things that I need. I use post-it notes for notes and so on, and that system has worked for me really well for nearly 2 years. So the other side is I've got my daily journal, which is I write every day. I write about 9 lines of my day, just as a bit of a preparation. I'll just show you. So normally I set it up, and each day I've got half a page, and I just write down more detail of what I've done during the day and the week. And that's sort of not a journaling with my thoughts, but it's actually just what I've done. It's just a more detailed record, and I've been keeping that up quite well, and there's some entries that I've been doing at the moment there. So I like that. It helps me to reflect and get organized. So and it's also separate from my planning too. So however, I needed to work out what I wanted to do for next year. Now the back notebook, I thought I could use it for a few different things. I've got a few photos, I've got some notes on lists of things, household items and measurements and things, and then I've got my journaly bits, and I thought I did the math well, and I was able to get a whole year's worth of these entries, but it ended up that I was about 13 pages short. And at the back here I write down my expenditure for the year and things that I purchase and so on. So because I ran out of space, I actually had to washi tape this small little Moleskine, I think it's a Kaye one, just on the front, just to continue on with the my daily journaling. And that's okay, I'll be able to just cope with that. But for next year I really do want to keep all my journaling in just one place. So I had a bit of a think of what I wanted to do, and I thought too, when I look at how thick this ended up at the end of the year, now it closes really well, so but it's just really at its maximum width. Now this is 18 months, of course, and then that's my year notebook there. So I thought maybe I would go down to a year only diary and so on. So I found online a very cheap bargain, and so what I've decided to do is to trial this for next year with just one. So you can have a look here. The amount of space that will take up will be less. I mean, it will will bulk up a bit as I use it. And what this is a Moleskine planner for 2017, which is a 1 day per page, same size, and it's soft cover. And I'll just open it up to show you. So what it is a lines only with the day, and it goes 1 per page, and that's it. Oops, there we go, focus. So I was thinking, really, maybe I can combine both of these into one book only, reduce the width. Now I don't mind the width, but it is getting a little bit big. Okay, so I bought this ahead of time, and as I said, it was almost half price, and that gave me the luxury of experimenting a little bit ahead of time. So I took a pencil, and I can recommend this, and try and invent the layout that I want. Now you've got to remember that what I've been using so far is a week at a glance, so you can see that my week is all found there, my notes are there, and once I open it up once, I've really got all my week in front of me. This will change when I go into a day per page. So what I thought I would do is put my schedule up the top, my to-do list here, and then also my daily expanded journaling there. So it's the same as what I've used in the Moleskine 2 notebooks, but I'm just going to have it all in one go. So to be honest, I looked at that and I go, I'm not quite happy, so I tried another one, and this is all in pencil, it will be erased. My schedule, my daily schedule and items a bit more expanded, and then to-do list there. I also made some copies and tried some other bits and did some notes. So I did a bit of research, because it really visually has to be working for me. So I did measurements, I thought I might work out where I needed to put things and so on. And I also do use post-it notes in my planning as well, and to see whether there was room for that. And that was just a scan and a photocopy, because I didn't really want to write too much in this in Reckitt. Where's it ended me? Well, I'm in two minds about it. I do like the fact I can have it in one go. I'm attracted to the idea that it will reduce the width of my everyday carry to something smaller. It does then also mean that my finances and house notes, which are in the back of here, don't have a place. This one has the usual Moleskine information planners in the front, and including international times and measurements, holidays, which I never ever use. And then at the back, it's got the little pocket, which is okay, I don't use it often. And then there's only a page of notes, one page. So there's really not much room for that extra bit, and there's no real place in my day to write those other extra bits. So that was my quandary. So what I've done is I've then ordered a 12-month week on one page and another notebook, which then essentially would be the two as I've got here. It would be slightly thinner, so probably around that thinner there. And I'm in two minds, so I'm going to trial it in January. I'm going to go up to the end. I feel really tempted to just jump in now. It's 4 weeks to the end of the year, and I'm wanting to try and want to start my new setup now. But I will go straight to the end of January, December, and then in early January in the new year I'll have time to just set it up. I haven't received via post the other two diaries again, but again I got them on a really cheap deal, and so worst case scenario I could probably just pass them on or gift them if it doesn't work. But here's my quandary. What I do like about my setup at the moment is that my week, even though this is very compact, there's only a little bit of lines, and I'm used to being quite concise. My schedule, my to-do lists, daily to-do, and then also just notes on the side there, to make it quite concise. But what I do find is, at a week at a glance, I've got everything there. So when I open it up, I actually can see my whole week, and that to me works really, really well. Now the problem with this week or day per page is that if I'm doing something on Thursday, to work out whether that clashes with something on Sunday, I have to keep moving pages. And it just, to me, I'm just not sure whether that will actually give me the visual week enough. So I don't know. The other thing is, I guess I just need to trial it, and then that way I'll know. But for me, it's usually the way is that once I do it, I will know if it works or not. And because this is a very efficient system for me, I'm not going to stick to one for a whole year. That would just drive me up the wall. So that's where I'm at the moment for 2017, getting ready. I would like to say that I'm actually trialing just a different pen at the moment. I've been using the Pilot, let me just grab the old one, Pilot G2.38 gel pen. It's just a little bit thicker, and I'm going to trial this one, which is the Uniball Signo RT. They're both 0.38, which is the fine gel pen which I like to use. It's just a little bit thinner, you can see there, and it just slips into the pen loop just a little bit easier. And I'm going to trial that for a couple of weeks just to see whether that works best. Oh, I did forget too that to accommodate for my accounts and writing out my my expenditure, I found this really nice field notes. Let's see if I can get up there. It's got gold leaf. It's really, really shiny. Let's have a look. Gold leaf there. It's got some classic cotton cream pages, and if I can bring it close up, you can see it's sort of set up for accounts. Now that will actually probably fit at the back, because it will fit quite well in that back bit there. I won't put it in now, but so if I get one the notebook for next year, I'll put my entire daily journal in there, and then my accounts in there, and possibly just my few notes, and this could actually then go and last me quite a few years. Alright, so that's my plan for next year. If you'd like to make some comments, just do that down below, and wish me luck. I will do an update in January to let you know how I went. So it's been a bit of a long video today, but it's good to be back and talking about where I'm at. Just another no regrets about de-ringing this Malden. The smell is still very leathery, and the leather's working really, really well. And that's my carry. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Filofax video.